60 days of construction, 2 kilometers of fisheries channels, collaboration of multiple partners. This is the Surrey Bend Habitat Enhancement Project. Located in North Surrey near Barnston Island, the Surrey Bend Habitat Enhancement Project created over 2 kilometers of channel that provides rearing habitat for juvenile Chinook and coho salmon. The project partners were Transportation Investment Corporation, Metro Vancouver, and the Musqueam, Coquitlam, Katzie, Kwantlen, Tsleil-Waututh, and Tsawwassen First Nations.
The focus of the project was to create a park environment for the local community, but it was also focused on developing the right habitat to bring back spawning areas or habitat for local fish populations, and so that the local public could enjoy that type of habitat in their local community.
It was a very innovative project. There was the involvement of up to 6 First Nations, essentially regrading and replanting an area that had otherwise been fallow in order to turn it into a usable natural park with habitat qualities. It also gives us another place to recreate, and a rather cool place. You know, it's an opportunity to go walk with the birds and things like that. Things that weren't there before, or if they were, weren't as accessible as they are now.
Well, the Surrey Bend project is relevant to all citizens of the Lower Fraser for a couple of reasons. One, obviously the benefits to fish. There's going to be substantial benefits from this project, both to salmon species and other related species in the Fraser River. It also is an incredible enhancement for the people of the Lower Mainland.
People see it as a space, but they don't understand why that space is set aside. So yes, it's part of the regional district park system and part of the City of Surrey parks, but that doesn't equate to a knowledge and understanding as to the value of what that system is about. So for us, as we've watched the growth of the trail network, is to be able to see that as people come in and no longer see it as just the sort of the wetland area, which doesn't always have the most attractive, lawn course or lawn golf course green grass, they can understand why that system is there and the value it's adding to the river system, as well as the value it's adding to being able to use up some of the excess water that's in the area.
In the region, we need these types of areas, not just for benefits to fish, but also for people, areas that people can go and with their families, so the recreational component.
Construction of the project took place over a 3-month period where over 42,000 cubic meters of material was excavated and sidecast into the adjacent berms. The contractor was required to work in very soft soils, which required that the equipment operate from large timber mats that we call swamp mats. Supplying the equipment with fuel was also a challenge, and small track vehicles were used to bring the fuel to the equipment.
We were involved with a lot of the excavation and earthworks. The approach was really innovative in the fact that a lot of projects like Surrey Bend are usually allocated or focused on the involvement of one particular nation. This project had a mandate to involve 6 nations. And so that in itself showed how various nations can work together with various contractors to deliver on a project that isn't easy. Surrey Bend was not a simple project by any means, and therefore come together to produce something that everybody could be proud of.
So Tsleil-Waututh provided the landscape planting component of the contract. So we were doing, after the TFN MATCOM finished with their earthworks, we had our crews coming in to do all the planting of the various shrubs and tree species on the project. Yeah, I think it was an absolute visionary idea. More and more we're seeing First Nations working together to maximize benefits in all types of projects, be it real estate or fisheries enhancement projects such as this. So I think it was TI Corp played an incredible role as a catalyst to bring Six Nations that obviously have very strong cultural and family ties together to the same table to achieve a really miraculous outcome.
Oh, we were involved in the Surrey Bend project through Catesy Development Corporation. They had a contract with Ministry of Transportation and Infrastructure to undertake the archaeological impact assessment. We did archaeology, but we also worked collaboratively with the Matcon Tawasin JV, and we provided environmental monitoring services as the project was built. So it was nice. I'm not sure that we would have been working so collaboratively together with the Matcon Tawasin JV. So that brought us a new opportunity, which we hadn't thought of before.
Overall, I think the nations have really demonstrated that where good governance exists and them collaborating together, it's a safe investment for provincial, federal government projects or even local municipality to work with First Nations.
For Transportation Investment Corporation and for the Ministry of Transportation, it has strengthened relationships. And that truly is what this is about, not just a fisheries enhancement project, but also about how to work well with communities, and 6 communities working together on one project. And to have such a success like that really is a good way to move forward and a new model for how to work on this type of project.